Davey late defeat here against Heart Midlothian. First half looked really comfortable in the game, looked decent.
Yeah, wanted a wee bit more pressure on the ball in terms of their shape. It was difficult because Kent would jump in as a centre back, but I thought we were fairly comfortable in the game. We looked quite good in the counter, scored a really good goal ourselves, built the game a couple of times. So I was fairly happy with the first half performance, and then shoot ourselves in the foot, don't react to the quick throw-in, don't react to the quick free kick. We've done a lot of work in set plays this week, which is the disappointing part of the game.
Did you expect them to come with such velocity at the kind of start
Yeah,
of the
they
second
changed their
half?
shape, they had a wee change of shape, but kind of knew what they were going to do. But it's up to us. If they don't score, I think that settles down. You've got 6,500 away fans, and financially it's fantastic for the club. But when you look at the other side, they score a goal, they get that energy from the crowd, and it's probably a wee bit adverse on us. So they get the first goal. First goal, we've got to take collective blame. It's not good enough. So you shouldn't be losing goals like that. Poor goal to lose. We don't start. They start quick, but it's very, very preventable, and that's the problem. And in the game, I think we kind of concede a wee bit of territory. We're not brave at times. We wanted to build the game a wee bit better than we did. But I don't think there was a lot in the game. I really don't think there's a lot in the game. And then I think Mo's tried to play out to Stevie May's feet when he probably at that point in the game we should manage the game. Hits Pittman, drops into their winger, who curls it in with his right foot. So it's a wee bit really fortunate to second goal, and you'll take it because Mo's trying to keep the ball, he's trying to do the right things. Pitts doesn't mean to be in the way, and then it drops right to their right winger who comes inside, and left winger, sorry. So the second goal's fortunate, first goal's preventable, but unfortunately that's life at the top. You're playing against better players.
Change of shape, one we've not really seen for a while. What's your kind of thoughts behind that?
Thoughts behind that was I never really had anybody else I could play there. Graham Carey's just came back for an injury.
Macaulay Tate obviously can't play due to his own
Got a
agreement.
wee bit light in there, like we brought Aiden in and let Reece go.
And then he gets injured.
So we are actively trying to bring someone in that midfield area. Also actively trying to bring someone in the full back area, because we're a wee bit light. Sammy's done tremendously well for us, but he's not naturally a right back, left back. He's done brilliant for us. So I think they're the two areas that I'm trying to. We are trying to bring someone in to kind of give us a wee bit more depth. There's a change of shape today. Worked to a certain degree. Boobs had done what I asked him to do, but it was a lot deeper in the game than I hoped him to be. I'd rather had a 6 and 2 8s in there, opposed to at that point it became 2 6s and a 10.
Yeah.
So it was a change of shape. It was kind of forced, but on the ball we were asking the boys to kind of jump into a 4-4-2 and use Boobsy and Bot, but off the ball can we drop in and Beningame, but then they started walking Boobsy. But it'd be fair, I genuinely, honestly, boys should be a wee bit disappointed. There wasn't a lot in the game. I think we have a massive chance late on, Connor's header, but I think there was one before that, Robbie Muirhead.
Yeah.
But I just feel the goal so early in the second half kind of changes the game.
Absolutely.
And that's the disappointing part.
100%. Bit of time off now. International break and things. What are the kind of plans over that kind of fortnight before our next game away at Aberdeen?
Not a lot, to be honest. Going to give the boys a wee bit of time off, and then we'll be in next week. The window will be shut on Monday, so I'll be pretty busy over the weekend, I'd imagine. Or I better be. So hopefully get that done. The boys have a couple of days off, and then we'll be back in next week. And then just get back into swingy things. The games don't get any easier. You're going to come up against an Aberdeen team who are going to be pretty refreshed. They've kind of missed that glut of games they had, so the teams that have been playing them recently have kind of benefited from that. But again, you need to ask me about this ref, no?
That was going to be my next point, to
Oh
be fair.
my God. I don't know about you, but I had a bit of PTSD today in terms of I forgot. I don't know, it seems to be the wee team, every tackle we made, yellow card. And I'm looking at them going, right, so if that's the way the game's going, right, okay. Surely it's got to be for both teams.
I think there was
a bad tackle on Boobsy.
that one. I think there was quite a lot of disagreement in terms of the Finlayson Finlay one down on their side as well.
Right, so for me, I think Dan touches the ball slightly, right, you'll not see it. I think he does, but even if he doesn't, he comes in, there's a forearm smash on him. Now I don't think Finley's meant that.
No.
I genuinely don't think he's meant that. I think the two players.
I think he shook hands when he got up, and that was kind of.
And the two, Dan was down for a while, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But how Dan can come out of that with a yellow card is beyond belief. If anything, I'd have had that a red card as Finley. I would have. But I actually think it was a coming together. I don't think Stuart's meant it. Dan's momentum took him in. Stuart's momentum took him into Dan. And naturally, you do that as a reaction to protect yourself. So I don't think it was meant. But if there was any decision to be made, I'd have thought it would have been like reckless play and a red card. No a yellow card for Dan Finlayson. But I thought I was disappointed. I was really disappointed with the man in the middle of the day, if I'm being really honest.
A few kind of penalty claims as well in the first half as well. I'm sitting 100 yards away, so I can't really see anything.
I've not really looked at them back.
No VAR check at all today, which was...
What?
No VAR
How?
check. Or nothing announced over the tannoy that it got to that stage.
That doesn't mean there wasn't one, does it? There could have been. I hope there was, because I remember the one down that far corner. I said to Stuart, Stevie McLean, I said everything will be getting checked. But I just felt... I don't know, it felt a wee bit of the wee team syndrome day again. Every decision went against us.
Can that be pressure from the support as well in terms of 6,500?
A little bit, but surely that as the official, that shouldn't be part of your game. It shouldn't be part of your decision making. I just felt every time there was a challenge with Livingston, it was a yellow card. And I remember a couple of years ago, we had 9 against Aberdeen. See, now nobody will really talk about it. Nobody gets sent off. See, come 6 cards time, 7 cards time, nearer they come in the split. This is going to have a massive impact in our season and who's available. So I was disappointed in the official today, in the middle of the park. I think I'm going to be having breakfast with Wally Collum every Monday now. Wally's good, and listen, I don't like berating officials, but the day I was really disappointed with his performance. I think it heavily favoured Hearts, if I'm honest, and I don't know if the crowd had a sway in that. And I don't want to be sitting here talking about officials, because we've got to do better as a group in terms of the set play. Second goal's fortunate, happens, but got to do better for the first goal. And then I think if we do better and we see out the next 10 minutes, I think it's a different game.
Fair. Final question, you've touched on kind of transfers there. Zach Rudden left the club kind of relatively unexpectedly, I think.
Yeah, for me as well, for Zach as well.
Bit of a kind of whirlwind 24, 48 hours.
Yeah, a call came in, got a call for the agent saying would Zach Rudden be available, and the way I'm always it's kind of, well, you need to ask Zach that question.
Clear decision.
I think for me, if Zach had went no, that would have been it dead. Me and Zach had an honest conversation. I said, look, your game time at this point is probably limited, Zach, but I'm not really wanting to lose you, but if you feel it's an opportunity you need to take, I'll support it, and we'll shake hands, and kind of that's where we went with it. And it was, honestly, I've got a lot of time for Zach, a lot of time. I really like him. He's not been in a long period of time, but I really like him as a person. And fair play, he said, Gaffer, I really want to be playing every week. And I said, well, if that is the primary motivator, you're probably going to have to take Dunfermline's offer. So we made a nominal fee out of it, and we moved Zach on, and we'll now be able to reinvest that money elsewhere in the team, because I feel top end of the park I'm fairly comfortable with. I feel we're, as I've said to you, through probably 2 injuries, if I'm honest. Cammy coming in. Now Cammy's going to be back sooner, I think, but I don't think we can hang our hat and there maybe not being a re-injury there. So we need to cover ourselves in the full-back area, and then moving Reese allows Aiden to come in. And Aiden's injured, so I feel we're a wee bit light in the areas, and that's really the only places. Whether there's maybe 1 or 2 potentially move on for us, maybe one chap's my door. We have you to go out and get game time, but I feel we're quite good at the top end, full back and centre midfield area. If I can get them in, I'd be fairly happy where we are as a group. Right, cheers. And I just thanks for the fans. I thought they were brilliant today, no? They stuck behind us.
2,200 in the home end.
Listen, see, we could get it every week. What a difference that makes. Thought it was bar the late goal, it was a half decent game of football. I thought you could see the players applying themselves properly. The attitude was there. For large parts of it, they tried to do it. We asked them to do it. And there's going to be periods this year of adversity. I think we just all stick together and see come match day 38, see where it takes us. But I believe we can go and have a semi-successful season this year, and then hopefully that gives us something to build on in the following season. So thanks very much, because I know the players, the staff were talking about it, but I know the players really appreciated it.